Today we are going to make a few lines of form drawing. Please feel free to have a practice page for this. We need to put yellow lines on our main paper. So to divide it very equally, I'm going to start in the middle first. So please make sure you're doing light strokes. And then draw 3 more lines in the top by drawing one in the middle. And the bottom 2, one in the middle. And then you're going to go in between the existing lines so that you will have 8 spaces. Again, it's best for this activity to have an extra page without the lines so you can practice the forms first before you transfer them to this page with the lines. Pause here and play when you're ready. Our first form is going to look a lot like letters. We are going to make 2 small loops and then a loop combination that looks a lot like letter F. 2 small loops and then F form. Now there will be a part in the F form that will dangle onto the next space. That is fine. That is part of our work today. Please do not touch the dangling part all the way to the bottom. And watch all the way to the second line first before you practice. In this space, we are going to make 2 big loops and then a small loop under the dangling part of the top line. That's why we need to leave some space. Big loops and then a small loop, big loops and then a small loop, big loops and then a small loop. Again, before you put it on your main page, you can practice on a separate piece of paper. You can pause here and do it. Now once you are ready, please take 2 different colors. They can be the same color but in different shades like mine. I picked 1 dark blue and 1 light blue. I'm going to make waves on my paper and I will space them equally. And each wave should have spaces between them as big as the wave itself, more or less. Now watch here why we need that space. With the other color, we're going to make the same form, but the waves will go in between on the spaces of the other set of waves. So try to make the waves be beside each other without crashing when you do this. Okay, you can pause here and play when you're ready. For the next form, we're going to make straight lines. Now it's very much like a zigzag form, but every time we go to a tip, we go backwards a little bit before we move forward, and this creates a small triangle on every tip. Please try to leave spaces in between. Now once again for this form, I would like you to wait first to see the second line that will go in between before you do the 2 lines. Now I'm going in with a darker shade of green. And then I'm going to try and position the small triangles on the spaces between the lighter ones. So I'm going to try and predict where they will go so I can move the line and target that part. Whenever I reach a tip, it's closer to the one on the right so that I can go backwards a little bit and the triangle will still be in the center. Before you place it in your main paper again, please use your scratch paper or your spare paper to practice first. You may pause here and play when you're ready. For our next form, I'm taking two kinds of red. And this form will be a continuous one and it will go forward and then backward. So I'd like you to look closely. I will not start the first line at the very edge. I will give a little bit of space. I will make a small curve and then touch the bottom of the line. The tops are in the middle only, and then the bottoms reach the line. And at the end, I will go around and try to mirror the line so that there will be small oblongs and big oblongs next to each other. And I will close my form like so. Now you can pause here and try to do it, try to practice it first before we move on. The second color is going to start all the way on the edge and it's going to make a smaller form in the middle of the big form. I guess instead of oblongs, we can call them lemons. It goes to the middle of the lemons that are big and then outside of the lemons that are small. Like so. Until it reaches the start again. Please practice this before you put it on your main paper. For our next form, we are going to draw lines that look a lot again like letters. The letters N and E. N and E. So that's a hill, a slope, a loop, a hill, a slope, a loop. Now my color is a bit light, so I went over it off camera. But now, on the line below that, I am going to try and mirror this form. Still going from left to right. And this is a bit difficult now, because they are not quite letters. You need to concentrate to do this part. And it helps if you keep looking up to the form above. It helps to look at one part of the pattern so that you can predict when you have to go back to that. So for example here, it's a loop, and then a hill, another hill, a slope, and a loop, and again. There you go. So you can pause here and then try it yourself and then play again when you are ready. For our last line, it's going to be a little more simple, but you still have to concentrate so that you do not get confused. These are simply the letters U and N. U and N. So try to concentrate so that you do not put too many hills or too many points. Again, for each of these forms, please practice first before you place it on the paper. You may choose any colors you like. Then when you are done, please put your name on the bottom left and the date of the day on the bottom right. Thank you.